Hey, yo. Oh, god damn. I was gonna turn my goddamn brain off and play some DDR, but instead here we are, together. Guys, that was a good episode. You know what that was funny? I was watching with my girlfriend though, and my girlfriend, I think she summarized it pretty well. She was like, you know what this is like? This is like an OVA. It was definitely an OVA, you know what I mean? It was like the Leffen OVA. It's like, you know, you got your whole series and then it's like, oh, they got an OVA, okay. And if you're like really invested in the franchise, you know, you might go check it out. That was dope though. I'm really glad we got Leffen's side of things. I mean, okay, honestly, you guys all watched the trailer. I just thought the trailer was... I'm gonna start by saying this. I didn't watch all of the interviews, the God interviews, but what I saw I liked. The reason I didn't watch all of them is because my sleep schedule sucks and I can't wake up at 10 a.m. Which I realize, you know, it's just how it is, okay? That's just how I am right now. I wake up around 11, I'm sorry. So I've been missing some of them, but I caught, you know, the Leffen ones. I caught the Armada one. Yesterday I caught the, whatchamacall one. Hacks just tweeted about the Godslayer. Oh, God. Reminder that you just witnessed the press agree to censor the truth and ignore a warning not to broadcast propaganda. This doesn't happen anywhere outside of dystopian societies. What does he mean by the press? You know what fucking sucks about this? Can I tell you what sucks the most about this? This is what sucks about this. How is Samox? Samox is one fucking guy, dude. And he's just doing his best. This is the guy, you know, this shit sucks, right? Because this, Samox fucking put the skin on his back. Samox is probably the reason we still play this game. It's probably the reason I'm live on twitch.tv today. And this is how we're repaying him. That's so bogus. That's so unfair to me. And I feel personally bad. I think about this sometimes. I was one of the people, you know, when Metagame first dropped and, you know, the last couple episodes came out and, you know, obviously some people had some mixed criticism, mixed feedback or whatever. And I was one of those voices. I was like, man, I wish they didn't do this sad music for Leffen. I wish, you know, I wish they ended on a more positive note. And I know Samox probably saw what I said. It probably hurt him. And I feel bad about that. Like, anyone who's had any visibility into Samox's creative process, it's like, dude, he's working so hard and he's a team of one and lately he's been getting shit on for it. Like, come on, man. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I think that's fucked up. I think that's fucked up. Let's instead appreciate what he did. This shit I thought was really classy. I thought this was so good. Did you guys see this trailer? I don't know if you guys, probably some of you guys have seen this, but probably not that many of you.
Honored as,
probably not all of you anyway.
The 5 best in an era.
This is a great trailer.
I mean, I won't forget it.
Okay, end of the 5 God era.
You can't have 2 people trash talk and then only include 1 person. I really.
Did you guys see this? This was so good.
Like, bro, you're lucky no one, you know, recorded you when you were 20.
Don't get me wrong, he still has a big fucking ego. I still have a big fucking ego.
Do you feel pressure to beat him because you were the last one?
Nah, I didn't really. I just want to whip him because he was being mean on the internet. I was so angry. I taunted like every player I played, and I remember dropping some cheesy tweets like, "Sorry about this, but you were just in the fucking way."
Aklo Monka?
Cactus said, "Oh hey, have you heard of Bruce Lee?" And I was like, and then like I had a brain blast, and then I knew neutral. Like, oh, like what about the money?
Where did the phrase brain blast come from, by the way? Like, is that just a phrase that everyone uses these days? Like, there was the same thing with the brain blast, and then
money and stuff. I'm
anyway.
like, I never competed due to like the money. When I started playing, there was
where did that come
money
from?
To begin with.
You know, at the time I call him lame. Other words I won't repeat.
So there's tournaments where I use the Neo tag.
Really?
If anything, a lot of people saw me.
Oh,
as,
Jimmy
like,
Neutron. Yeah, true. I forgot about Jimmy Neutron. I was a Cartoon Network kid. You can't blame me. I was a Cartoon Network kid.
Got to be a spiritual journey.
I'm so pissed about this. I'm so pissed he said this, by the way.
Goku's stronger, but Saitama has more plot armor.
Why is this game got to be a spiritual journey?
That's not how that works. You guys know that's not how that works, right?
A rap video? Shouldn't he be practicing?
Dude, Leffen's been like, so good for the melee community. You know what I mean? Like,
fucking Gimmer just put me in the spot. I had to try and rescue Chillin's dumbass.
That was like one of the funniest moments with the whole.
Can you imagine if someone? Here's what I'm trying to say. Nats, thank you. I appreciate the 10 months. Thank you. Here's what I'm trying to fucking say. dude, like, can you imagine if someone compiled all the problematic shit Mango said on from his fucking teenage years to his like 20s or early 20s or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, you can make anybody look bad if you compile a 136-page document on the problematic shit they did for 10 years. Like, come on. Actually, and I would go so far as to say the fact that they did that for Leffen, the fact that he did that for Leffen, and Leffen still doesn't look that bad is proof that Leffen's not that bad of a dude. You know what I mean? Like, if you try to make a 136 basically hit piece on somebody, and the best you can come up with is what Hacks came up with for Leffen, then Leffen's clearly not that bad of a guy, right? I could get a lot of people fucking canceled if I put out a 136-page document on what they did in their teenage years to their 20s. Damn. Dude, I mean, the shit we used to say on Smashboards, dude, you cannot pretend it was just Leffen, man. Come on. Dude, we were all such shitters. We were all such shitters, dude. Oh, it was terrible. It was bad. It wasn't any one person. We were all such shitters. Scar was a shitter, and I would say he is a bastion of the community today. We were all terrible. Honest to God, dude, I actually haven't really read too much in the PDF, but this is what I did do. I opened the PDF up and I was like, my first thought on God was, God, I bet Hacks put some bullshit in this about soft L canceling versus hard L canceling. I scrolled through it. I found the page where he's like, in this, as you can see, Leffen is advocating for hard press L canceling. Now, if you hard press L cancel, it locks you out of your, and I'm like, okay, I've seen enough. I know exactly what this doc is. Like, one, I called it, and two, no, dude, yeah, of course it's in there. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, like back in the day when you talked to Mew2king, like Mew2king would hit you up about something and you're like, I know he's gonna transition this conversation into talking about how much he hates fighting Falco and Puff and Olimar and Brawl. There was a period where like, I used to roast Mew2king for it, because we were good buddies, right? And I'd be like, Mew2king would hit me up and I'd be like, just get to the part where you complain about Olimar and Brawl. Or get to the part where you complain about Falco and Puff and Melee. And he'd be like, come on, you know, lol, you're stupid, blah, blah, blah. You know, he'd do his Mew2king thing. You know there's some shit people just want to talk about. That's how I felt about the fucking L canceling thing. I was like, I know if I fucking control F L cancel, there's gonna be some bullshit about soft press L canceling versus hard press L canceling. Sure enough, there is. And I was like, this is stupid. I can't do this right now. The other thing is the actual point of trying to write the hate speech issues when make a chain code. Yeah, exactly. And I think we did that a lot. I think there was a lot of that. I think during the Melee and On Me days, there was a lot of that. Ursa, thank you for the prime. I think that Scar, like what he did with Melee and On Me, there was the vibe. If any of you guys that were around in like the Melee and On Me Facebook group days, like when we went through the movement where we were like, we were going to stop saying certain words that are really alienating to new audiences. We were going to stop being casually homophobic. We were going to stop, like, we're gonna cut out this kind of abusive language from our... I remember feeling really fucking gross. If you want to talk about some shit that was in metagame, I remember feeling really fucking gross in the Apex 2014 Salty Suite when there was a guy in the background. Thank goodness Amsa's English wasn't that good back then. There was a guy in the background dropping anti-Japanese slurs. And I was like, wow, that's not the spirit of... That's not cool. Like, because Amsa had a match with, you know, one of the He Who Shall Not Be Named. And yeah, there was some guy in the background like saying some really fuck shit. And I was like, I mean, I didn't know who it was, but I mean, it was like, damn, like there's a line. That was one of the first moments where I realized like there's a line. There's a real line. Like, you know, because people were like, yeah, fuck this guy up, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, J-word, N-word, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whoa. No, not that. Definitely not that. Like, and I would say there was a big, I don't fucking know who it was. I don't care, right? I don't think that person would do that today. And I would say that the spirit back then was trying to not fucking get people canceled or whatever, but to like let people grow, right? And we all did. We all did. Scar did, right? There you go. Scar drove the movement, but he also did it. He lived it. He went through it. So, because, you know, like, Scar was fucking toxic in the late aughts, or whatever you want to call them. Like, Scar was a toxic little fucker on Smashboards. Not like, I think, you know, we blah, 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 cancel this guy, cancel that guy, but, like, you know, we didn't fucking know any better. And I would say most of the internet was just like that back then. It was like the dark ages, you know? Anyway, yeah, I would say that, like, dude, I mean, I fucking hated Leffen back in 2015, but I hated him because he was, you know, he was provocative and he was an instigator. He'd shit talk my friends, you know, like, whatever. I'm not, I don't think, you know, and now I would say I'm really good friends with the guy, and I would say that, like, Leffen is overall, like, a very, is he controversial from time to time? Yeah, but, like, he's controversial and shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think Leffen is, like, almost ubiquitously good for the game, right? At this point, I don't know, man. Let me pull up this H-Rock tweet. Let me see what he said. Oh, this shit. Yeah, this shit's great. This is just an all-time. My new hobby for 2017 is taking 4 years ago. Is taking pictures of modern Family Man Scar and putting Smashboards quotes from 2009 Scar all over them. Wow, seriously, what the fuck are you talking about? You son of a bitch, I'm going to fucking fuck you. Don't you know who the fuck I am? I got 6th, the biggest tournament of all time, son. Ah! Ah! I love like he's just slowly losing it. He's just spiraling into like madness and rage. I don't even know who is this even directed at? Like to move the needle, tophbbq. Yeah. Yeah, this is good stuff. This is good. He actually said 6th, huh? He literally said 6th. I actually didn't even catch that. Good catch. Good catch, Skits. If you are typing out you must be really full. Yeah, I would say that people overall do not type out the word I mean, sometimes you do, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know if anyone knows who he was talking to in this tweet. Who would it have been? It wouldn't have been me. I was too small time. I was small time as fuck in 2009. I was a nobody in 2009. I didn't get out of my pool in Genesis 1. I was super small time. By Genesis 2, I was like, I was on the map, you know, but Genesis 1, I was not on the map. I was a super duper random at Genesis 1. Imagine it was to Leffen. Nah, couldn't have been Leffen in 2009. The timeline doesn't add up. Couldn't have been Leffen in 2009. Yeah. Apparently, if we believe Hacks, Leffen did bully him a lot back in the day. Dude, I mean, kinda, but they beefed, dude. They had beef with each other, for sure. They would beef back and forth. They would beef back and forth. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hacks used to complain to me about Leffen for sure, but like, I thought he was largely over it. I don't know. A lot of this shit was a surprise to me. Oh, definitely could have been Neighborhood P. Yeah, definitely could have been Neighborhood P. If you want to talk people that would probably get canceled today, probably Neighborhood P. Yeah, that would ultimately not surprise me. That would be a great... P punched somebody in the face at a tournament, and we didn't ban... You know what I mean? Like, he was playing someone in a tournament match, and then he was salty, and he punched him in the face, and we, like, didn't ban him. Because, like, we didn't know you could ban people back then. That's how different things were 10 years ago, okay? You guys want to talk bans and cancel culture and this shit? He punched his opponent in the face. And we didn't ban him because we didn't know you could do that. It was like, and then we learned years later, we learned you could ban people. We're like, oh shit. Yeah, the banning tech did not exist back then. We're just like, oh damn, he punched you in the face. I guess next tournament we'll sit a little bit further from him. You know what I mean? That's how it was back then. It was a very different time. It was a very different time. It's crazy, right? It sounds fucking crazy because it was crazy. It was a very different time. It's like, shit, I guess he just punches you in the face. You gotta scoot away from him, you know? It was the wild, it was just fucking different, man. The culture was completely different. I don't know, man. Eggum rock bottom hacks. Yes, Eggum literally rock bottom hacks. And I think, you know what the outcome of that was? Hacks apologized to Eggum. I think the outcome of that was like, you know what, Hacks was like, so basically what was happening was like, Hacks was like poking at Eggum and shit and like prodding him, like provoking him by prodding at his fat rolls and stuff. And Eggum picked him up and like rock bottomed him. And then Hacks was like, all right, my bad. That's how it was back then. That was like 2011 or 12. This shit was crazy. People took Eggum's side. They're like, yeah, Hacks probably had to come. I mean, it was just a different time. I don't know what to tell you. I like Eggum. I don't know. It's crazy too, because Eggum is such a sweetheart. I cannot imagine getting him that mad. Eggum is such a nice guy. Oh my god. Let me finish watching this trailer, by the way, while I'm on the subject. I want to wrap up my thought that I had. I started a train of thought about Samox and the metagame, the Godslayer spawn. I want to wrap that up real quick.
Please make a rap video.
While we're on the subject of Mew2king.
Fucking Gimmer just put me in the spot. I had to like, try and rescue Chillin's dumbass.
That was like one of the funniest moments with the whole Fight Club. I actually forgot the fact that I said that.
Was that exactly what was going on in your head?
Yes. Yes. You took it straight from my brain.
Because the crowd was like, you know.
Please support
blowing
Samox.
out.
Oh my god, dude, I
Do you remember that?
now. Okay, so dude, I think I threw the set. So I was fighting
You
the
did.
buzz, right? I realized that like this is a story. I come back, like I'm here to stay in the Smash community. I'm too good to quit.
We're not gods, but it was sure fun being called one for a while.
That's such a good quote. That's such a good quote. That is such a good quote from HBox. That's a great little ooh. Is this Earthbound font? Ooh, that was such a good quote. Yeah, I love the idea. This was such a classy response from Samox to, like, you know, whatever mixed feedback Metagame's final episode got. This was like such a good way to do it. Taunt Fu. Dude, what the fuck was that big Leffy style shit completely threw me off. That shit completely threw me off. Really screwed up hacks attempted to hijack Samox. Yeah, that was so weird, man. I mean, it felt intentional for sure. But like, dude, I feel so bad for Samox. Like, I don't know. I want to show him some love somehow. I'm really glad that the second showing of Metagame with the God interviews and stuff got a really nice, got really good reception. Cause like, yeah, I mean, I think he did. I think he did a wonderful job. Can you get him on radio mail? That is a great suggestion. Yeah, I would love to try to do that. I would love to try to do that. I agree with Samox cannot catch a break. I don't know, man. I just feel like, dude, okay, there's like a couple people that like really were like, if you cannot argue that Samox was instrumental to like Melee being alive today, you know what I mean? And flourishing, right? It's like it's like a short list, right? It's like Fizzy, Samox, Scar, you know, Mango, right? That guy that's playing on all those different Netplay Falco accounts, that controls all those different Netplay Falco accounts, whoever that fucking guy is, he's up there. That's that one guy that plays on all those different usernames with that playstyle he has. I would say he's in the top 5. I'd say that's the top 5 right there. Samox, Fizzy, Scar, Mango, that guy, the Falco guy. If you're out there, if you're watching the stream, I just want you to know I'm very thankful. Just kind of single-handedly, I don't really know how you do it. It seems really hard to be playing all those different matches at the same time. But impressive dedication.